Tuesday night mindset, mental health, mindfulness with my fave, Sandra Bartlett.
Yo.
Hello, amazing. How are you, amazing lady?
I am absolutely fabulous, Coach Nick. And yourself?
I'm good. I do have Coach Nick going on right here, huh? Usually I leave the coach part off, but I got the whole thing going. I must have left it on from a training that I did the other night. No worries. So tonight we got, not only do I have the amazing Sandra Bartlett from Stairway to Dreams here, we'll be talking about our why, motivations, right? But we have a big announcement for later on.
Ooh, a big announcement, Nick. Wow, I wonder what that's going to be. I'm a bit excited about that because I'm in the dark just like you.
New event coming to a place near you. Annie, I'm excited. Yes, so I haven't even finished the announcement to get it full out, so that's gonna have to happen right after this late tonight. But I'm excited to do it. I know Coach Dan is. He's been telling me, so we're getting ready for that to come out tonight. But motivations and why. Yes, I have a fancy new chair. People have been pointing at my fancy new chair. They're getting comments about my fancy new chair that I have. But anyways, Sandra, you are the smile lady.
Thank you.
The why lady, right? Like
yes.
what so and you help hundreds of coaches and mentors and business owners and people that are not business owners, average people, okay? People that are just doing their thing in life. But you help them not only to find their why, but help them to kind of, I use the term exploit. I don't know if that's the right way of using it, but you know, like
would probably be a better word.
It kind of sounds bad, right?
Yeah.
You're exploiting your why.
No.
Not the greatest word choice, Nick. Not being a wordsmith there. So, question for you, okay, my dear. How do you help someone find their why?
Nick, your why is connected to your intuition. It is something that you feel. It is something that is deep within you. And all I do is I ask a series of different questions of people to help them go really deep to find out what their why is. It's one of those things that you just know it. When you've got it, you just know it. And you know it in the depth of your tummy. However, your why is also connected to your ego. Now, there is always two of us. Wherever we travel, there is two of us. There is myself, as you see me now, and there is the mini me. And the mini me is my ego. But our ego plays an extremely important part in our life. Now, we can quieten our ego, but we can't get rid of our ego, and we don't want to, because our ego helps us to stop from walking out in front of a bus, or putting our hand on a hot plate, or drinking a can of petrol and then lighting a cigarette.
Mm.
So our ego is the thing that keeps us in our comfort zone. Now, it's also the thing within you that lights up and literally screams and rahs and carries on when you're doing something that you are absolutely connected with, that you just know that it's the right thing to do. And your focus on it, your commitment to it, the courage that you might need to become aware of it, it's all there, and it's stronger than you've ever felt in your entire life. It's a feeling, it's a strength, it's an inner courage, and it's one that just does not move. So people can give you all the reasons why you might not want to do a particular thing, but the thing that keeps bringing you back is your why and is your ego. This is why I'm doing this. And you become so focused and so passionate about it that you begin to move.
Mm-hmm.
And why do I connect people with their why? Because human beings are driven by purpose. We are driven by purpose. We don't do something for nothing. And that's not a monetary thing. There is a purpose behind everything that we do. The little child that's throwing the tantrum in the crowded supermarket, they're doing that. Ask yourself why. Because they want mum or dad's attention, even though that behaviour might be unresourceful. Now, I can remember as an executive and as a leader having some unresourceful behaviours that played out in boardrooms. Why? Because I wanted people to see me, because I had chosen to sit in the background. Now, these are choices that I made, because it's the behaviours and the attitudes that we bring when our why is not in alignment. So we have resourceful behaviours and we have unresourceful behaviours, and they're both connected to our why and what we're trying to achieve in that particular moment. And it is a moment-to-moment thing. Now, you could, for example, be at the gym, right, and you're trying a new exercise. Now, before you've even tried the exercise, you've convinced yourself that you can't do it. So what happens? You give it a go. It doesn't work out the first time. So you might make a little bit of a scene around it. Ask yourself why you're doing that, so that somebody notices you and comes over to you to help you.
So, a question: when some people talk to me,
I like your hesitation.
Yeah, well,
See the cold ticking over.
Well, I find when I the last, okay, let's put it this way: the first time you and I met, okay, on here, not met in general, we've met years ago, but came on here, I took lots of notes and I planned what I wanted to talk about.
Yes.
Pretty deeply, right? Lots of questions. I knew what I wanted to talk about. And about question 3, I decided that it was a waste of time going on the notes that I went on. And then the second time, I just had a general topic and I started asking questions of myself. That I was going to write down questions that I wanted to ask about what you were writing about. It's gotten to the point now where my desk is empty. Because if I was to write down every question that I have when I unpack it, and this is why I encourage people to ask questions below, because if I was to ask all the questions, I can't write fast enough. So it makes me laugh. But anyways, so going back, I've talked to people before. Now, this is a question I kind of want your opinion on. I've talked to people before, and they say you can create in your mind a why, and maybe you have it. It's always there, like you said. Okay, it's your ego. Okay, but you have that there, and like it could be your kids or your family or like a weight loss goal that you have or something else. Do you believe that it can be one thing, or do you believe it's a state of mind at the moment? What?
I'm going to say no to that. I don't believe that, because everything
Okay.
you pointed out to me just then is the value of the change. So there's a
Okay.
template that I use to take my clients through when we set a goal and things like that. And it might be the goal, and why do you want this goal? What does this goal look, feel, and sound like for you? But then there's another question there that I put in there. Who will benefit when you have achieved this goal? So apart from yourself, who else will benefit when you achieve this goal? And most of the time, those other people that benefit are your family, your colleagues, your external parties, and that sort of thing. And that's what you were just saying, that you could create in your mind as your why. Right? That's not your why. That's the people that get the value of the result along with yourself. Like, for example, when I stepped out of corporate and took on the role that I'm in now, living so authentic to the person that I am, the other people that are around me gain the value of that. And that's my husband, my boys, my grandchildren, because I'm in a much nicer place. So they gain value from that. But they're not the reason I do this. They're not my why. My driving why, sorry, Nick.
No, go ahead.
My driving why for Stairway to Dreams is because I believe that everybody has a voice and everybody has needs that need to be met. Only we're taught not to share them. And I'm all about lifting that blanket, lifting that wall back, peeling those skins back, and helping to give people their voice so they can step up, truly shine, and speak up and ask for what it is that they need. Now, what it is that they need is not necessarily just in their professional life. It can be in the challenge, for example. It can be around a friendship. It can be in an intimate relationship, or it can be them asking the question themselves, what is it that they need from me?
So that being said, it's your why could be a negative. It could negatively impact you.
Mm.
And if that's the thing you said, it could be if you're in the gym and did we say this live or was this you and I talking? I can't remember now. It all blurred together. But you said like one thing you said, I can't remember if it was on this or before, you said you could be in the gym and before you do something whether you could do it or not.
That's right. Yep.
Henry Ford, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
That's exactly right. And that is connected to your values, your standards, your beliefs, and your why, and the value that you put around your why. And that's one of the reasons when we circumnavigate the whole goal setting, that your why includes other people. But it's not your why, it's the value of your why includes other people. So I'm all about connecting people. I'm all about helping them to discover their why, but then I'm all about connecting the value of that why to the person. Because then when the going gets tough, guess what Coach Sandy does? She pulls on their why. So, Nick, if you don't achieve this, I wonder what will happen with Mel and the kids. I wonder what might happen with that overseas holiday that you'd planned.
Gets to become permanent.
And then what happens is you go back into motivation mode because you don't want to disappoint somebody else.
Yeah.
So there's a chance we have it backward. Maybe so, Dan. Maybe so.
Yeah, it's very interesting, and this is why we have this lady on. Because it makes total sense, because your why. I mean, like, I know this. I have this. You either have it or you don't. I mean, like, it's a good one, because David Goggins' book Can't Hurt Me. Okay, one of a legendary book that is of my top 3. Okay, and I have no problem saying I do not have why like that man. Okay, I mean, I'm sorry. I wish I did, but that he's a freak. What separates someone like that with a why that he will drive himself like through a brick wall with his hands?
The value that he places on his why. The value. There is, as far as Stairway to Dreams goes, there is nothing else. I've been heard to say on numerous occasions, if I can't do what I'm doing now, I no longer want to breathe. So there is no failure. It's just a pivot. It's just a shift. It's just a move, and you keep going. And it's the same sort of thing for him as well. There is nothing else. This is his being. This is who he is. This is so embedded within him that he can't imagine anything without it. And can I share with you, I'm exactly the same. If I can't be having similar conversations to what we're having now with other people, I don't want to breathe. If I can't coach and help people to step up and to truly take responsibility and accountability for their lives as a whole being, I don't want to do anything else, Nick. I don't want to breathe. I don't want to be here.
But how could someone's value be so much higher? I mean, like, his value to win, to be number one, okay, to be the best, strongest, mentally strong person, and that is so much higher than everybody else's. Okay, what could
is it so much higher, Nick, or is that the meaning that you're giving it? Because there's one thing that yourself and Dan talk to your entire community about on a continuous basis, and that's a C word called commitment. Is it his value that is stronger, or is it his commitment that is stronger?
Yeah.
His commitment to get it done.
Yeah. Oh, good point.
His life value.
Yeah.
Commitment to get it done.
Thought that was a good one, huh? It's very interesting, because I mean, you have it, and it's very interesting. This is why I don't take notes right here. This is why I don't ask questions about why. So, okay, how can you increase with that? If you could increase the value that you have in something, it will increase your why.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So how could you?
Let me talk to you with regards to the challenge, because I know that the community is in a 21-day challenge at the moment, right? How many days are we in? About 7 or 8?
So, something like that. 7, I think we're 8 days.
Okay, so there might be a few people in your community now that are starting to get a little bit bored with the eating, finding things a little bit bland. They've got some results. They're starting to feel better, and they take the foot off the accelerator. So they become complacent. Oh, I'll just have one piece of garlic bread, or I'll just have half a can of drink, right? Or that sort of thing, right? If anybody came to me with that sort of scenario, the one thing I would be saying to them is, what is your purpose? What's your why? Why did you start this challenge to begin with? And what value will you receive from this challenge when you have gained your desired result? Oh, Sandy, I'm going to be able to get back into that sexy little dress, and I'm going to be able to wear a bikini on the beach, and I'm going to be able to walk so much further than what I've been able to in the past.
Those are my three right there.
Oh, I don't want to see you in a bikini. The next, don't go there, Nick.
Danger, danger.
The thing I would be then saying is, well, okay, when you gain that result that you desire, who else is going to be there that's going to benefit from that? Oh, well, my partner, my girlfriend, my friends, I'm going to have so much more energy, my family even, because I'm going to be able to go for longer walks, or I'll be able to run while the kids push the push bike. Oh, okay. So that bread roll that you just ate, and that 1 or 2 kilo that you might put on over this next week, or even 200 or 300 grams, how far back has that put you? How are you going to explain to Mel and the kids down the track that, sorry guys, I can't push that bike. Dad's so worn out. Why is Dad worn out? Because he's disappointed in himself, and he's beating himself up because he didn't stick to his goal. He didn't stick to his why. Whereas if I was to say to you halfway through this challenge, okay, guys, what's your why? What's the value around it? And who else is going to benefit from that value? And then I say, well, come on, Nick, what about Mel and the kids? What are you going to do about them? Then straight away, your desire, out of a sense of belonging, a sense of love, and a sense of wanting to be enough, steps in and drives the ego to step you up a gear. We will always play, Nick, at the level that our community requires us to. Now, when I say our community, I'm meaning the environments that we're in. So we will always play at that level. We've always got another gear. Always. Even the Tony Robbins, the Richard Bransons of the world have another gear. And we can access it by the drive that we have, by the value that we want to add in any particular scenario.
Yeah. It's funny. Someone I watched the other day. I was watching the this thing on The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, and he says he goes on that he's the hardest working man in Hollywood. And then he started listing off all the things that he does on a daily basis, and it's shocking. And it was like, what drives him to be that? And it's like the value that he has to be number one, to be so far high and above everybody else. He puts at that level, that he puts the value that he puts into himself, the way he works out. His workouts are legendary. I mean, like, he created a TV show off of his workouts.
Nick, he's aware that his body is his temple, and he's aware that if his body is not in extreme tip-top shape, then he can't do anything else. And it's all those other things that he does that helps to add value to people along the way.
Okay.
He's an extremely humbled man. He is humbled by a genuine thank you. He doesn't have to have his name in blazing lights on Broadway. because he's got the grounding and he's got his sense of why. He's out there to make a difference in the world, out there to show people that if they look after themselves and practice self-care and keep themselves in good nick, that they too can go out and add value to others and genuinely make a difference in whatever their area is.
Yeah.
And if you have a look at it, the Richard Bransons, the Tony Robbins of the world do exactly the same sorts of things. The Oprah Winfreys, they all have a habit where they're actually looking after and feeding their temple, so that enables them to complete the value that they can drop along their path.
And so if you when you work with people on their why and how their value is, where not to give away the secrets of Stairway to Dreams, but if you were to give someone a tip to say start working on their why, what's like really the kind of the first step? You have quite an in-depth process.
Yeah.
Okay. But what's the kind of like lily pad one you get on?
Gain awareness of those things you do on a day-to-day basis that has you going, oh my God, I love this. Get an awareness of it. But don't just get an awareness of it because you walk quicker or you smile brighter. Get an awareness of where that sits in your body. Is it sitting at the pit of your tummy, and is it resting there very easily? Or is it all up here in your head and you're telling the stories to yourself to make you happy? Because your why will come from the pit of your tummy.
Very good. And a lot more to unpack in this.
Nick, it's about tuning in. I constantly, and you and I have had this conversation on numerous occasions where I'll say to you, but where does it sit? How do you feel about this? Where are you feeling it? Are you feeling it in your arms, your legs, your knees, your tummy? Where is it?
Yeah.
Because that in alignment with myself then tells me, oh no, it's up here. Oh yeah, well, okay, it's only fabricated. Right? Or, oh, it's in my knees. Oh, okay. So are you not taking the steps that you need to get there? Because what happens is wherever it sits in your body, there's a different meaning for why it sits there. Your adrenal glands, the foundation of who you are. Think of yourself as a tree. The foundations of who you are is at the pit of your tummy where your adrenal glands are sitting, in there behind your kidneys. That's the foundation. That, along with your base chakra, connects you to the world.
Ooh, your chakra. That's Justin's going to be talking about that.
Yeah.
Wow. See, everything's just.
It does. We're all connected. And it
amazing.
all plays a part. It all plays a part.
Nice. Well, we could go on all night.
Oh, that we could.
You know, I can prompt you to go on all night and listen to you go on. So I have to be aware of the time, and it's already after 7:30, but we've only been on for 28 minutes because I have a timer over my head. I don't think anyone else can see it. Can you see it?
No.
I don't think anyone else can see it but me. Anyways, so it's 29 minutes and 5 seconds. So we have 1 minute before we're over. We're going to be over. I already covered that conclusion.
So what's our announcement, Nick? What are we doing?
That's what we have to talk about. This Saturday, we're going to start it. We're going to start it for this group. Okay? The third Saturday of every month. HAL Walk. Healthy Active Lifestyle Fit Club, Healthy Active Lifestyle Walk. We're going to go out together as a community and take a walk together. Get out. Let's be a community. Okay? Let's be a community outside. Let's take a walk. This Saturday, the Camden Bike Track Okay, if you look at where McDonald's is in Camden, New South Wales, if you need questions, tag yourself, ask your coach. But if you live in Southwest Sydney or you live in Sydney, come meet with us, okay? We want to get to a walk with everybody. Take your friends, take your dogs, take your kids. If your kids want to bring a bike, whatever it is, let's make some community time out of this, guys. Let's get ourselves together and actually come together as a community of the HL group, okay? That way we as coaches can get to know the people that are out there, okay, personally that we're not working with day in and day out. They want to become part of the group more. Let's meet, okay? Coach Dan, Coach Kat, myself, my little human Heath are going. He's going to take his push bike. He's already telling me he wants to take his scooter. You're taking the push bike because I don't want to carry a scooter. We're going the Camden bike track. We're going to start from the McDonald's side. There'll be a post up. Okay, I'm going to post it up in a few minutes. Okay, where we're going to start. Do the whole bike track. Have a good day. Come back. If you want to have a healthy meal after, we're going to talk about that. Okay, but it starts 8:30 Saturday. It's going to be the third Saturday of the month, and we'll move all over the place. You had a couple of good ideas.
Nick, can I encourage you? Make a conversation on Saturday about value.
There you go. That's
a conversation as you walk. Talk about your value to each other. It's an amazing way to help each other stay accountable. And that's what community is about, a sense of belonging, a sense of togetherness. We're in this together. We'll get there together.
Yep, absolutely. And when you surround yourself, you tell me this all the time, when you surround yourself with people that are like-minded, okay, or that are in this healthy, active lifestyle, it's going to encourage you to become more active in it.
That's most definitely right. What you focus on is what you get. Good stuff in, good stuff out.
That's right. So this Saturday, 8:30, Camden Bike Track. I'll make a post. If you have questions, tag me, ask me, message me, call me, whatever. But we check for the post this Saturday, 8:30. If you guys can't make it, or maybe you want to meet, start another one or have one for the next month, whatever you have ideas, we're open. It's gonna be we're gonna meet together. So keep your calendars ready. So you know that this happens Tuesday Night Mindset Mental Health happens every Tuesday. We have boot camp every Sunday. Now we have the HL Walk third Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, Sandra Bartlett, I know you have something for us to say that you leave us with every third Tuesday of the month. Please give me your smile.
Yes, that's it. Your smile is your responsibility, guys. Own it, wear it. But most importantly, over this next month, please share it because it really does make a difference.
And anyone that knows Sandra Bartlett, her smile is contagious. It's like worse than COVID kind of contagious. I love you guys. Everyone have a great week. We'll be out there this Saturday, 8:30 Camden Bike Track. If you can't find us, tag yourself in the post. We'll see you guys then. Thanks, everyone. Have a great week. I'll see you next week.